Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're getting into something incredibly common, but maybe not talked about enough. It's that deep exhaustion that can just settle into our lives and, well, really mess with our connections, our relationships.
Yeah.
So if you've ever felt like you're just running on fumes, this one's
Mm.
definitely for you.
And we're diving into a really unique personal story today. It's called Energy Renewed, From Exhausted to Excited.
Right.
And it's not your typical self-help guide. It's one couple's very intimate journey, but they weave in some pretty compelling science too. It's kind of a roadmap.
Yeah, a roadmap out of that tired fog. And our mission here is to unpack how this couple, Maya and Derek, how they actually managed to kind of flip the script.
Right.
How they got their energy back, their connection, even their sex life, using something pretty unexpected.
Which was,
Exercise, even when they feel absolutely, completely too tired to even think about it.
that's the kicker, isn't it? Starting when you feel like you have nothing left.
Exactly. And the problem they described, it was stark. They called it bone deep, soul-crushing, exhausted.
Wow.
It turned them, they said, from partners into basically roommates who occasionally high-fived in the hallway.
Oof, I think a lot of people might recognize that feeling, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But there's a twist here, a surprising solution that came from actually a doctor's visit.
Just a simple intervention, really.
Yeah, but it set them off on this path to a pretty huge transformation, a real game changer for them.
Okay, so let's paint the picture. It's 2022. Maya's a marketing exec. Derek's a software engineer.
High pressure jobs.
Totally. Both working like 60-hour weeks, climbing the ladder, you know the drill, and just feeling constantly swamped.
That bone deep, soul crushing, exhausted you mentioned. It wasn't just an occasional bad day.
No, it was their baseline.
And you could see the impact, right? They talked about just collapsing on opposite ends of the sofa.
Yeah, scrolling phones, silence.
Romance, intimacy. That felt like something for, I don't know, other people with energy.
Luxuries they couldn't afford, basically.
Exactly.
And there was this one moment, this anecdote that really stood out as a turning point. Valentine's Day, 2022.
Oh, boy.
Derek plans this whole sweet evening, and Maya falls asleep.
During dinner. Oh, no.
Yeah, and that's when it hit them, like really hit them.
Yeah.
They hadn't been intimate in 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Yeah. That's a wake-up call.
It really was.
And it's so relatable, that feeling of just being in survival mode.
Totally.
Where the idea of being romantic or spontaneous, it's like,
Well, they said it felt like asking to run a marathon after climbing Mount Everest.
right, it just feels impossible. Like you literally don't have the bandwidth.
Yeah, zero capacity left.
And what's really key here, I think, is that they'd bought into this idea that this was just normal.
That this is what adult life in your 30s looks like.
Exactly. This level of exhaustion, this disconnection, they thought, well, this is just how it is. They'd normalized it.
Which is kind of scary when you think about it. It really is.
Yeah.
So the wake-up call, it properly started at Maya's annual physical.
Okay.
She goes in to see Dr. Rodriguez, and she's just brutally honest.
Yeah.
Lays it all out there. The exhaustion, feeling like business partners, not lovers.
That takes courage to be that honest with your doctor.
Absolutely. And Dr. Rodriguez asked this really crucial question.
Which was?
What about exercise?
Ah, the E word.
The E word. And for Maya and Derek, it was, quote, basically non-existent.
Even though they'd been active before, like college yoga, high school sports.
Yeah, exactly. Like so many of us, it just fell by the wayside. Life got
It's
busy.
the story of our life. Right.
Totally. And then the doctor shared some stats that Maya said just blew her mind.
Okay, what were they?
Get this. 43% of women and 31% of men experience sexual dysfunction.
Wow, that's high.
Right. And often it's directly linked to low energy and poor physical fitness.
Huh. So it's not just in your head, there's a physical link.
A direct physical link. And Dr. Rodriguez's core insight was honestly deceptively simple.
What does she say?
Small bouts of exercise can drastically improve sexual functioning.
Small bouts, not like training for a triathlon.
No. Small bouts. But you could just picture Maya's face.
Oh, yeah. Skepticism level 1000.
Totally. Her first thought was, apparently, lady, I can barely find the energy to do laundry, and you want me to exercise.
Huh. I think we've all been there. Exercise feels like the absolute last thing you can handle when you're that tired. It feels like it would just make it worse.
Right. Like an insult to injury. But Dr. Rodriguez had the science to back it up.
Okay, let's hear it. What's the science?
Well, she talked about mitochondria.
Yeah.
You know, the powerhouses in our cells.
Mm-hmm. Little energy factories.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when we're sedentary and exhausted, they kind of go into hibernation mode. They just slow right down.
Right.
Exercise basically wakes them up. It flicks the on switch, gets them generating more energy naturally.
So exercise gives you energy, it doesn't just take it.
Counterintuitive,
Oh.
but yes. And then there are the other physiological benefits. Things like running, walking, cycling, swimming. They improve your breathing, your heart rate, muscle activity, which means better blood flow.
Better blood flow everywhere.
Everywhere. Which, yes, is pretty important for sexual satisfaction.
Okay, that makes sense. More blood flow, better function.
Right. And then there was the testosterone factor. This one surprised me.
Testosterone, how does that fit in?
So get this. Exercising just 2.5 hours a week.
Okay, that's not a huge amount, like 30 minutes, 5 days a week?
Exactly. That can boost testosterone by 15%.
15%.
And it can decrease instances of hypogonadism, that's low sex hormone production, by 46%.
46%, that's huge. But hang on, testosterone. Isn't that mostly a guy thing?
That's what most people think. But Dr. Rodriguez pointed out something crucial.
Yeah.
While estrogen and progesterone are the primary female sex hormones, women also have testosterone. And it plays a big role in libido, energy levels, overall vitality for women too.
Huh. Okay, so boosting testosterone benefits everyone's energy and drive. Good to know.
Absolutely. It's not just about men. So, armed with all this science,
Yeah.
Dr. Rodriguez gave Maya this challenge, what Maya called a crazy challenge.
What was it?
Commit 30 minutes of moderate exercise, 5 days a week, for 1 month.
Okay, 1 month. Manageable time frame.
Track everything. Energy levels, mood,
Mm-hmm.
their intimate life. Put it to the test.
The experiment begins.
Exactly. Okay, so they accepted the challenge. Now, the really interesting part, what did they actually do?
Yeah, the practical stuff.
Because the book really stresses they didn't suddenly become, Instagram fitness gurus overnight.
Uh-huh, right. Probably wise.
They started, and this is their word, embarrassingly small.
Okay, how small is embarrassing?
Week 1. Literally just 20-minute walks after dinner.
20 minutes. That's it.
That's it. And
Yeah.
apparently, Maya complained a lot about her feet, the weather, everything.
Sounds about right for starting something new you don't want to do.
Totally. But here's the crazy thing. After only about 4 days,
4 days already.
yeah, Maya started sleeping better, like really sleeping, not just tossing and turning.
Wow, okay, that's a quick win.
Huge win. And Derek noticed he wasn't automatically reaching for that 3 p.m. coffee anymore.
The afternoon slump killer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That bone-deep exhaustion was already starting to lift, just a little.
Okay, so week 2, did they ramp it up?
A little bit. They added some basic bodyweight stuff, squats, wall push-ups, planks.
Stuff you can do at home.
Yeah. Derek found some fitness for absolute beginners
Yeah.
video on YouTube. Perfect for where they were at.
Smart. Meeting themselves where they were. No ego.
Exactly. But here's where you see the shift in the relationship start to happen.
Okay.
About 10 days in, so early in week 2, they're out walking, and Derek just reaches over and takes Maya's hand.
Just like that.
Yeah, not like leading her or anything, just holding her hand. Connection.
Simple but powerful.
Totally. And that night, they actually talked. Like, really talked about their day, their dreams,
Yeah.
stuff they used to talk about when they were dating.
Wow. So the exercise wasn't just about energy, it was unlocking that connection again.
It seems like it.
And that tracks with the research, Moderate exercise doesn't just boost energy and sleep and libido.
Yeah.
It also really significantly boosts mood and self-confidence. And when you feel better about yourself,
You connect better with others.
exactly, you're just more open, more present.
So week 3 rolls around. They call this their breakthrough week.
Okay, breakthrough how?
They graduated to the gym. Still not crazy, like 30 minutes on the elliptical, some light weights.
Building consistency.
Right. And the change was visible. Maya apparently looked more alive, brighter eyes, laughing more,
And Derek?
more playful, more present, less heavy.
That's fantastic. You can really picture the shift.
And then there was that night, as they called it.
Uh-oh, sounds significant.
3 weeks into this whole experiment, it started with just a simple shoulder massage.
Okay.
And Maya felt herself being responsive,
Mm-hmm.
not just physically, but like emotionally there, present for the first time in months.
Wow. 3 weeks. From roommates high-fiving to that.
Incredible, isn't it?
It really is. And it hammers home that point about exercise generating energy.
Right. It feels so backward when you're exhausted.
Totally. Your instinct is just collapse, rest more.
But the science and their experience shows that getting up, doing something low to moderate intensity,
Yeah.
it actually helps boost energy levels. It can reverse those fatigue symptoms.
Yeah.
Exercise gives you energy. It doesn't just deplete it further when you start small.
Mind blown. Okay, so let's dig a bit deeper into that science. What was actually happening in their bodies to cause these shifts? Because knowing the why really helped them stick with it.
Right. Understanding makes it less like magic and more like, well, biology.
Exactly.
So first off, cardiovascular health. We mentioned blood flow.
Yeah, better blood flow is good for the heart.
And it's good for everything.
Right.
Better blood flow everywhere is absolutely crucial for sexual function, for responsiveness, for sensation.
Makes sense. And
Yeah.
the hormones. We touched on testosterone. Right. Both resistance training, like the weights they started doing, and cardio, like the elliptical or walking, they both help increase testosterone naturally
For men and women.
for men and women. And that directly impacts libido, that feeling of desire.
No.
So you're getting better blood flow and more of the hormones associated with wanting connection.
Okay, that's a powerful combo. But it wasn't just physical, was it? The psychological impact seemed huge.
Oh, absolutely. They talked about exercise acting like a reset button for their stress levels.
A reset button. I like that. How does that work?
Well, exercise releases endorphins.
Yeah.
Those are your body's natural mood boosters, the feel-good chemicals.
Right, runner's high and all that.
Kind of, yeah. But maybe even more importantly, it reduces cortisol.
Cortisol, the stress hormone.
Exactly. And persistently high cortisol from chronic stress. It's a major libido killer. It puts your body in fight or flight, not rest and connect mode. So bringing cortisol down is huge for intimacy.
Okay, so less stress, more feel-good chemicals. Got it.
And then there's the confidence factor. This came up again and again.
How so?
Just feeling stronger, more energetic, more capable in your own body. It wasn't necessarily about dramatic weight loss for them, though that can happen.
Right, Maya said it was about feeling powerful in my own body again.
Exactly. That feeling of capability translates directly into feeling more attractive, more desirable, more confident initiating or responding to intimacy.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
And you mentioned specific benefits for men earlier.
Yeah, it's worth touching on again. As men age, there's often a natural decline in muscle mass, lower energy production at the cellular level, potentially lower testosterone, and often worse sleep quality.
A quadruple whammy for energy and libido.
Pretty much. And exercise directly tackles all of those. Builds muscle, improves mitochondrial function, boosts testosterone, improves sleep. It's like a targeted intervention.
And sleep. You mentioned Maya sleeping better early on. That seemed massive for both of them.
Huge. Because better sleep means better hormone regulation overnight. It means more energy the next day. It means a better mood. It all connects.
So it really creates this positive feedback loop, doesn't it?
That's the perfect way to put it. Exercise improves sleep. Better sleep means better recovery. Better recovery lets you exercise more effectively. Doing that builds confidence. Confidence enhances intimacy. And feeling more connected might actually motivate you to keep exercising because life feels better.
It's a virtuous cycle. Kicking it off is the hard part.
Definitely the hardest part. But once it gets going...
Okay, but let's be real. It couldn't have been perfect. The book talks about challenges and setbacks, right? It wasn't all smooth sailing.
Oh, definitely not. Change is never a straight line, is it?
Never. So what bumps did they hit?
Well, Derek had what he called a brutal week 5.
Week 5. After the breakthroughs, what happened?
Work just exploded. Crazy deadlines, late nights. He started missing gym sessions.
Uh-huh. Life happens.
Exactly. And he felt like they were immediately sliding backward.
Yeah.
That all the progress was fragile.
And how did Maya react to that?
Predictably, maybe. She got defensive. Her reaction was basically, see, I knew this wouldn't last. We're just not exercise people.
Oh, man. That negative self-talk, it's so easy to fall back into that.
So easy. But the lesson they took from that setback was really important.
Yeah.
Consistency matters more than intensity. Missing a workout or even a few isn't failure. It's just life interrupting.
Right. It's not all or nothing.
Exactly. They had to figure out what worked for their actual schedule, not some kind of perfect fantasy schedule they couldn't possibly stick to long term. Less pressure, more realism.
That's key for sustainability. Were there other challenges?
Yeah, Maya mentioned dealing with other people's reactions.
Oh, like what?
Coworkers making comments about her gym phase, family members kind of teasing them.
Seriously, why would people do that?
Well, her realization was kind of profound. It made her see how much everyone around them had normalized being exhausted and disconnected. Her changing was almost disruptive.
Huh. People get weird about other people making positive changes sometimes, don't they?
They really do. It can hold a mirror up to their own choices, maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm.
And they also had to manage their own expectations,
Right, definitely. They realized they weren't going to suddenly become fitness models or have some kind of Hollywood movie passion every single night.
Right. Setting realistic goals.
Yeah. The goal wasn't perfection. The goal was just to feel more like ourselves again, more connected, more energized. That felt achievable.
Okay, so fast forward. The book catches up with them almost 2 years later. What does life look like now? Has it stuck?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And yes, it seems it really has stuck.
So what's their routine like now?
They're still working out regularly, like 4 or 5 times a week. But it's integrated. They say nothing extreme, just consistent.
So still gym sessions.
Sometimes. But also hiking or just dancing around the kitchen while cooking. It's become part of the fabric of their life, not a chore.
That sounds amazing. And the biggest change overall?
Energy, just raw energy. Waking up, feeling ready for the day, not hitting snooze 5 times.
Imagine that. What a gift.
Seriously. And the relationship.
How's that looking 2 years on?
Not perfect. They still have stresses and disagreements like any couple, but they are fundamentally present with each other again.
Really seeing each other?
Yeah. Listening, connecting. That roommate feeling is gone.
And the intimacy piece. Did that stay consistent?
It seems it evolved. It came back gradually, naturally, they said. And it wasn't just about sex. It was the emotional intimacy, the playfulness, the spontaneity that returned.
Like they were dating again almost.
Kinda, yeah. And you see it in the small things, too.
Like what?
Laughing more, touching more often, just casual stuff, holding hands, a rub on the back, a surprise hug. Those little bids for connection add up.
They really do. Do they give any recent examples?
Yeah, there was one where Derek suggested a bike ride on a Saturday instead of their old default, which was collapsing for a Netflix binge.
Okay. And Maya's reaction?
She actually wanted to go. She said moving her body now feels genuinely good, not like some kind of punishment she has to endure.
That mental shift is enormous. From obligation to enjoyment.
Huge. And that confidence, that feeling of capability, it apparently ripples out.
How come?
It affects their work, their friendships, how they handle everyday stress. They just feel more capable again across the board.
Wow. What a transformation.
Truly.
Okay, so for anyone listening right now, maybe feeling like Maya and Derek did back then, wondering, okay, but where do I even start? Let's shift to some really practical advice based on their journey.
Right. Actionable steps. First piece of advice, start smaller than you think you need to.
Like really small.
Really small. 10-minute walks. Seriously. Just get the ball rolling. Build momentum. Don't overwhelm yourself.
Okay, start small. What else?
Find something you actually enjoy. Or, at the very least, something you don't actively hate.
Good point. If you despise running, forcing yourself to run is a recipe for failure.
Exactly. Try different things. Dancing, swimming, team sports, gardening, whatever. Find your thing.
Makes sense. What about doing it with others?
Depends on you. If having a workout buddy motivates you, great. Make it social. But if you need that time as alone time, like a moving meditation or mental reset, that's valid too. Know yourself.
Good advice. And consistency over perfection.
Absolutely crucial. They learn this the hard way. 3 20-minute walks a week consistently is infinitely better than one heroic 2-hour gym session followed by a week of burnout and guilt.
Right. Slow and steady wins the race.
Totally. And track how you feel.
Not just the numbers on the scale.
Exactly. Pay attention to your energy levels, your sleep quality, your mood, how connected you feel to your partner. Those internal shifts are often the first and most powerful signs that it's working.
That's a great point. Focus on the feeling, not just the metrics.
Yeah.
And patience.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have patience. For Maya and Derek, the physical changes, like better sleep, started pretty quickly, like week 1 or 2.
But the relationship stuff.
That took longer to really blossom and feel solid. Changes take time to integrate. Don't expect overnight miracles.
Good reminder. What about doing this as a couple? Any specific advice there?
Be patient with your partner. Remember, Derek was skeptical at first. If one person is more enthusiastic, support the other without nagging or pressure. Make it a team effort if you can, but respect individual paces.
And finally,
communication. Talk about it. Share your goals. Definitely share your struggles. Celebrate the small victories together. Make your health and energy part of your ongoing relationship conversation. It's a shared journey.
that's great advice. So wrapping up, their story is really this incredible personal account of transformation, isn't it?
Absolutely. From feeling like exhausted roommates to energized partners.
And it all started with just being honest with a doctor about being tired.
Yeah. And if you're listening and thinking, that sounds nice, but that could never be us, I
Yeah.
get it. Maya and Derek felt the exact same way at the beginning, totally skeptical.
But maybe the question to ask yourself is, if you're really truly tired of being tired,
Hmm.
if you miss feeling excited about your life, about your relationship.
Maybe it's worth just 20 minutes a day to find out what's actually possible.
What's the final thought here?
I think what their story powerfully illustrates is that taking care of your body isn't separate from your relationship. Taking care of your body is taking care of your relationship.